Hey, it's Billy.
And Pat.
We wanted to talk today to kind of just share an experience that we had in a house project that really went awry, and somehow we came out of it, I don't know, not murdering each other, and it made me very proud that we were able to make it through that in a very thoughtful way and turn a bad evening into something somewhat enjoyable.
Being an adult is hard. Doing things around your house is hard. You know, you do big projects, you want to try them, do them yourself, you learn a lot, you do planning, you work together, and sometimes things go wrong, and that happens, and sometimes you really screw something up.
So bad.
To the point that, like, everyone is fine, everything will get resolved, but it is a real gut punch to your ego.
Yeah. Let me start this by saying a few bad things have happened with these projects around the house. The one we've been working on recently is building a fence in the yard, which has been about 90 to 95% my project. I've worked very hard on it every day.
Yes.
I've misjudged a lot of timelines on it, and I had to come to the conclusion that I need to take my time and think carefully and not rush.
Yes.
So I've been doing that, and this was a heartbreaking mistake that, like, I'm getting emotional thinking about it because it's so stupid. It's not that big of a deal, but it was such a gut punch to have this happen. I messed up the fence post placement for the stupidest reason, and it wasn't just me. It was both of us.
I was there. I take 50% of the responsibility.
We both did it, but it's my project. And it's been my project that I've been really focused on. It's something I've wanted to do to give myself like a prize to work towards, something to really feel good about. And this has been a lot of hiccups along the way that didn't affect me as bad as this did last night.
So let me just explain, because we've been kind of like dealing with the emotional part.
Yeah, I'm just feeling it right now.
We have to put these posts in the ground. We got someone to help us dig the holes for the post.
Which was already a delay because I thought I could do that myself, and I couldn't, and I spent money to try to do it myself. No, post holes are hard to dig.
Learning experience. That's not something we could DIY, which is fine. But we got the holes done. There are 6 posts. We got 3 of them in place on our own. They looked amazing. Billy put up parts of the fence. We got overexcited. We wanted to do the last 3 posts, so we put in the last 3 posts, and then we realized we got them all squared up front back, and we didn't check the distance, and they're too far apart, and the horizontal pieces don't reach, and I'm getting mad again about the fact that we did that and we're careless with it. Man, this is a learning experience.
Stop. Don't feel bad. I cried a lot last night, like a very upset, angry that I fucked up a project kind of cry.
Yeah.
Please, no one has to give any input on the process of how to build a fence.
We're past that point.
But we honestly have talked to many fence builders and have followed the process the way that is recommended for the design that we have. And so I had the first half of this project of putting the posts in perfected.
Yes.
So really the second half that we were trying to do last night of putting the posts in during the process would have worked perfectly if we had just remembered the distance aspect. We had 3 things we had to think about, and we forgot the third one.
We skipped an important step.
Because we said, oh, wouldn't it be easier if we just... And why did we do that? Yeah. We shouldn't have. I had the steps down. It was working perfectly. The posts were going in. The boards were used as the measurement. We forgot the freaking board measurement because we were so busy leveling and making sure that the posts were straight.
Yeah.
This may not sound like a big deal, but the amount of physical labor I've put into building this fence, my body is in so much pain from digging, and it's good. Like, I feel good and excited, but I thought I was at the end. We were at the end of this.
Yeah.
The post just had to follow the sequence I was doing, and I didn't do it.
We boned it.
Neither of us thought, oh, we got to put the plank of wood up to make sure that this post is the right distance. The whole point of a post is to be the correct distance. It's not about the level. It is about the level and the line, but it's the distance too. Those 3 factors.
Yeah.
And we didn't do it, and we put the last 3 in without any measurement.
Over eager. Rookie noob mistake.
I want to talk about the fact that as I melted down, for the first time I realized that it wasn't hopeless. And I knew I had Pat. This was like a moment of realizing that we messed this up together. We took equal blame for it.
Mm-hmm.
Pat allowed me to melt down. Mm-hmm. We were both upset together and talked through it, and I cried. And he showed me that he knew that I worked really hard and that this was very unfair and stupid of us to have messed this up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to find my way to a smile and a laugh by just saying, like, let's get out of the house right now. If we stay home, I'll cry all night.
Yeah.
So I just told Pat, let's go to the movies. And we what did we call it while we went?
It was our
penance.
Our penance.
Our
it was
penance.
Like on Game of Thrones, our shame.
Shame.
It was our shame walk. We walked to the movie theater.
Which is far. It's far.
It's not that walkable.
No, it's like a 40 to 45 minute walk. Mm-hmm. And then we got there. We wanted to see Mamma Mia. Here we go again. It wasn't out yet.
We are really doing great at following steps and looking up to things
you should have seen. Neither of us reacted. We both like the movie wasn't playing, and we both were like, nothing's worse still than the fact that we placed the post in the wrong spot.
I'll reenact. Here's me walking up to the ticket counter. Hi, is Mamma Mia playing? The guy. No, it comes out tomorrow. Okay, thank you. We'll come back tomorrow. Insert, this is fine, dog, coffee on fire. We were like...
We also canceled 2 lifts.
Yeah.
Which I felt terrible about making you do that. But like, we were like, let's go to another movie theater. I was like, no, now I want ice cream.
Yeah.
I want ice cream. And then we went to the Co-op and we got a huge thing of malt, chocolate, peanut butter balls.
We ate and walked our shame.
We walked off. And we were shaming ourselves, and we just were like, we messed this up majorly, but we are not going to feel terrible about it. No. I let myself cry. I let myself be angry. I let myself not turn this into something against each other, that Pat messed it up or I messed it up.
It was a team effort.
It was a team effort. You can't predict these things when they happen. Mm. And even with 2 people, sometimes you can't predict it. But you have to make sure that you don't lose sight of like your relationship and your positivity, because
and all the success that went into it to that point.
Like we worked so hard on this, and like this will be a story about us that we will talk about for the rest of our lives.
We'll remember this moment.
It's a lesson in planning and thinking and taking a chill pill. Mm-hmm. It's something I need to learn to do more often. Last night was a great test for me.
You did very
I took a chill pill because I could have went off the deep end and been dark for a day or 2.
Expecting you to basically just get the car and drive it through the post out of rage. So the fact that didn't happen is very impressive to me. Let me just say again, everyone's fine. Nothing that can't be undone was done. In the grand scheme of things, this is not a huge deal, but in this moment, it is an enormous inconvenience and a huge blow to our egos, because we, and when I say we, I mean mostly Billy, we're working really hard on this DIY project, and so that's really what hurts the most about it. Besides the physical pain of like redoing the work, the ego pain is real strong. But everything's gonna be fine.
If you follow us on Instagram, you've seen the fence project happening. We don't always film everything because those projects take a lot of effort and brain and willpower, and sometimes it's hard to make a video and do that. I probably would have messed up more parts of the fence if we had to film it as well.
Oh yes.
So always watch on Instagram if you want to see what we're doing.
We like being honest and transparent when we're working on stuff. This was a huge blunder on our part. We're working through it, wanted to share. Thank you for your support, and we're gonna go fix it now.
I feel sick again thinking
I'm gonna barf. Okay, great.
Okay, bye.
We'll see you guys soon. Bye.